Thank you, Mr. Agnew.
As you know, your predecessor simplified the CAP by making it far more complicated. And these complications have been amplified by my UK government, yet again believing the computer nerds who claim that these forms can be easily submitted online. This, of course, has resulted in the meltdown of the system. It's completely failed. And it's forced our Cabinet Minister, our Secretary of State for Agriculture, with her vote in the Cabinet, her ministerial car and a great crowd of entourage and sycophants to go crawling to you, begging for a delay of 1 month in the implementation of this. Now, it grieves me that she has to go on her hands and knees to you, but thank goodness you've done the right thing. So, grudgingly, I say thank you. But while she was on her hands and knees in front of you, did she beg you to allow her to actually delay the payments to farmers 7 or 8 months down the line? Can you confirm whether that happened? And if it did you sanction the delay of payments? I've saved you a full minute, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman, and thanks to the speakers. Just in relation to the process that we have embarked on, we will expect to get Council conclusions on simplification in May or June this year. And the point I was making is that if we want a coordinated position of this committee, that perhaps you could consider an own initiative report so that you have conclusions at this committee. That's a matter for yourselves, obviously. But I have received quite a significant amount of documentation already from the political groupings and from individuals, and I continue to welcome case studies where there is a clear breach, in your view, between guidelines and the legislation that was approved. So the more examples we get, the better we will understand the difficulties in implementation on the ground. And I also want to, I know that maybe you missed it, Mr. Dess, but I have extended the date from 15th of May to the 15th of June. A lot of member states, including the United Kingdom, asked me to extend the date. There was about 7, 8 member states, but this is to ensure that farmers are not the ones that are going to take responsibility for perhaps the difficulties that administrations and member states are having in implementation. So it's, I suppose, hopefully seen as some goodwill to the beneficiaries that we are actually making sure, as far as we can, that we have an extension of time to allow people to 4 extra weeks, which is a significant amount of time, to get their applications in properly and to make sure they're right and reduce the error rate. So I think Mr. Agnew, I think reluctantly, is very much in favour of that. And can I confirm that there was no delay in payments sought by the UK government? I know there's an election on now, but we like giving out money, as you know, around here. In relation to other matters mentioned by Mr. Dess, the UK, Mr. Agnew, has problems with the LPIS system. It didn't invest in time in this system. It's now, I suppose, caught up on the administration a little bit. So we are giving a bit of extra time in order to improve things for the benefit of farmers. We don't want farmers to be taking the penalty for perhaps member states not having the LPIS system properly updated or quickly enough or invest enough in it. So I think that is something that the UK authorities have in hand now at this stage, but perhaps they should have started maybe 5 or 6 years ago rather than starting in the last couple of years. But that's the same with a lot of member states, not just in the UK. Thank you.